We're going to talk about negative thinking today. It's a beautiful day today. All right, so we touched a little bit on negative thinking last week when I talked about ants, automatic negative thoughts. You guys remember that? Train your mind to help you rather than hurt you. Kill your ants, automatic negative thoughts. We're going to get another acronym today. We're going to expand on that. It's called ZAPS. All right, so you want to feel abundant and wealthy, right? But you can't feel that when you harbor negative emotions. What are emotions? Emotions are chemical reactions. They're automatic. They're physical, which means you feeling them in your body, right? There's some chest pressure. They're impulsive, which means they come with absolutely no warning, but they have a very short life. They disperse in about a minute to 5 minutes if they're severe, okay? Emotions come in and they go away, okay? Feelings are different. Feelings are the meaning that you give to emotions, okay? You tell stories about your feelings. So you have like an ongoing feeling and then you tell a story about it. Wealth is attached to that, okay? Wealth is attached to a feeling. Abundance is a feeling. Scarcity is a feeling. We have a story about how we feel about that. When I grew up in communist Romania, I grew up with no food, very poor. If you know me, you heard stories, right? I've immigrated here like at 14 years old, and I've had pretty much a survival mindset since then, okay? Like if you can just go by, you get by, you pay your bills, you're doing good. Just enough, right? Just enough to party, just enough to forget for a little bit, okay? Just enough. Basically, just to fill a void. You can't think about the future. You can't think about the future you if you're always in survival mode, right? You can't build abundance from there. If you always trying to pay the bills, you are always filling a void. You need to go beyond that and think about building something different, okay? Humans need reasons for doing stuff. When there is a reason, even if it's a silly reason, it helps us feel more motivated. There was a study done, I'm not sure where or when, but they had people go to a copy machine. There was like a big line and they asked, can I make copies? Now, everybody that was in line was making copies, okay? So when people asked to cut in line, they said, can I please cut in line? I need to make copies. They all got rejected. No, ma'am, get in the back of your line. We're all making copies here. But if somebody said, can I cut in because I need to make copies? People let them cut in. It was the same thing as the first time, but they put a because in the sentence, okay? The point is that if you have a because, even if it's a stupid because, people are more likely to be positive, okay? And they're gonna do what you ask them to do. So if you know why you have your why, you're gonna build something different, okay? That's the whole point. And it's different for everybody. I wanted to serve, okay? I wanted to have kids. I wanted to start a business. At which point you have a feeling about that, and you have a feeling about abundance and money. When you're broke, you're always fighting for survival. You need to fight for something else, okay? A future you. You need to see it and fight for it, okay? When you find that, whatever that is, that breakthrough happens. And at some point, you don't have to just survive. You're going to be in service to something that's bigger than you, that will demand something of you, okay? And here's where I teach you another acronym that will help you learn and, make you feel better when things are rough, okay? When things are tough, your brain will catastrophize the situation. This is where your brain will worry about ruin, okay? If you do this, you'll be ruined. Everybody will hate me. Everybody will be gone. I won't be, and most of the time I won't be able to handle it. And you're gonna fly to another country to escape, okay? Like that sounds like a good idea, right? All right, write this acronym down. It will help you with the negative thoughts. ZAPS, Z-A-P-S. You will be succeeding, and then ZAPS, you're gonna zap yourself. Sometimes it will be like when you major distressing yourself, you're gonna hand grenade. I say it's only gonna hand grenade your life. I don't remember where I got it from, but let's not talk about hand grenading your life. Like, let's just focus on the zapping right now, okay? So when you zap yourself, you stop going forward, okay? The Z stands for zooming in. Problem happens, received disagreement, you zoom in. Difficulty, you zoom in. You failed, you made fun of you, whatever happened to you. You feel discomfort, you zoom in, okay? Then the A is for attach. You attach yourself to whatever that zooming in is. You identify with it. It's like what you see. What is it, baby? What's going on? What you say is like, I am the failure here, okay? Hold on a second. Zeus, stop it. Stop it. All right, so there was a German Shepherd. Okay, so we were talking about attachment, okay? So now it's not just something bad just that happened. You say to yourself, I'm bad. You attach personally to this problem. Then P, Zeus, stop it. Zeus, no. Okay, so P is when you punish yourself, okay? You speak terribly, or you procrastinate, or you use drugs or alcohol or food or porn or social media or TV. And you're not just punishing yourself with this fast food dopamine, these bad things. You are neglecting yourself from the good. You rob yourself of blessings, okay? Because you don't believe you deserve these blessings. And finally, S is for shaming yourself or shrinking yourself, okay? You shrink the size of your vision, and now you are playing small. And this is the rat race your brain is running when you're catastrophizing, okay? When you think that you will be ruined in the future, there is no point in proceeding with anything that's happening right now. So here you are doing nothing basically, because there's no, like, I'm not gonna do anything, and your life is passing by, and now you're 30 or 40 and you're trying to figure it out, okay? What are you trying to figure out at this age? Why accountability feels so threatening? What we all seen these old people trying to figure it out, okay? Don't be like that. Don't be those old people. So yeah, zoom in with gratitude, zoom in with blessings, zoom in into peace, okay? And with that, peace out. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, and don't kill any insects today. Bye. Mwah, 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 mwah.